Good morning to one and all. My name is Susheel Shukla. I'm assistant professor in IIMT College of Management. So you all are welcome to a wonderful session on application of Johari Window model in real world or real life. You all know that in any group, how we behave. In any group, what is our response and reaction once we interact with our colleagues, friends, be it in professional life and personal life. So we need to understand why at all we need to know about this kind of model, which was developed by some eminent psychologist. So we need to just understand what is the background behind this model. It is observed that in professional and personal life, what as an individual we know about ourselves, it is not a complete knowledge about self. And once we know within limits, means we are not very clear about certain aspects of ourselves, which is observed by others. It means we need to explore further, and that is really required in our group behavior. Because how we behave in a team, how we behave in a group, whether we are in any institution or part of any organization or department, that really matters a lot. Because alone, if we see, we know a limited aspect of ourselves. Sometimes it is resulting that whatever we behave, so unknowingly, we exactly don't know what may be our strengths and weaknesses at times. And there lies the concept of a constructive feedback mechanism. We are seeking a genuine feedback from those who are experts in their respective areas and fields, who are senior to us, who are our mentors or guides. So their valuable feedback can really add a lot of value in our personal development and improvement in different aspects of our day-to-day life and reactions. So with this kind of concepts, we need to understand like why at all we need to know more about self. Because if we know better ourselves with the help of others' feedback to whom we are associated with, to whom we are interacting with, to whom we are responding, either through face-to-face communication or through other means of communication, whether it is verbal or non-verbal. So to effectively communicate to our team members, to our seniors, to our juniors, if we understand other person well, that is really very helpful. And before understanding others, we need to know ourselves. Like what is our style of responding to certain situations? Because the way we make choices, the way we respond, the way we think, the way we behave in a group or team, that really matters a lot. And that is the reason that every person is unique and different. Since every person is unique and different, that is giving a chance that we need to understand ourselves with 360-degree approach. Like, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, and wherever there are weaknesses, there are opportunities to improve further, because there is nobody who is perfect in any area of his specialization or any field. And that is the reason there is a continuous scope for improvement, and that is a lifelong process. So, with this kind of background as a need to understand in a structured way, we need to understand this Johari window model that is really used by so many organizations as a practice to understand each other in a group and team. And then, based on the genuine feedback and interaction, every person can improve further. And then, overall, there will be a better and improved performance of each individual as well as the team. So, aggregately, it is going to infuse a lot of effectiveness and efficiency, and of course, performance improvement overall, to align with our set goals by institution or by organization or by the corporate world. So, with this, we can understand further what is this Johari window model. So, the Johari window model is a simple and useful tool for improving self-awareness through self-discovery and ensuring better mutual understanding among individuals within a group or team. This specific model was devised by two of the American psychologists who were named as Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham. That is in 1955. While researching group dynamics at the University of California, Los Angeles. So you can understand 1955, long back, before so many decades, there was a need of improving mutual understanding among the teams and groups through structured self-awareness process. So, considering the need, it was aimed at improving self-awareness as an individual. And once we are thoroughly self-aware, definitely we can go for effective communication. And our way of communication will be empathetic. And definitely you can consider to whom I'm interacting or communicating, I need to understand others also. And based on the situation we are in, we can make our communication effective. So thereby, it can ensure better interpersonal relationships. Because, in any team, if the relationships are healthy, if the relationships are based on the trust, which is the core of relationship, definitely we can say all the individuals in the team or in a group, they can really do wonders. So with the help of their group dynamics, with a lot of positivity and understanding, our productivity and performance as a team and group can improve manifold. So with this kind of need, we understood that yes, with this structure model, we can really improve the performance of the team and the group in any organization or any department or any institutions. Also, this model is known as a feedback disclosure model of self awareness. We are very clear that whatever is there in our mind based on our experiences, based on our past experiences and situations which we faced in our day-to-day life, be it professional and personal. So it ensures a kind of personality type, whether it is introvert or extrovert. All these are driven by certain factors based on our past experiences and situations. So you all have 100%, observed in our day-to-day life that a person to whom you are meeting first time may not be very comfortable to disclose everything to other person. Have you ever thought of why it is so? Because the trust level is the key to disclose, because we cannot disclose everything without knowing the person with the other side. We need to know, understand what type of person he or she is, why we should disclose. So with series of interaction with the other person, once we are very clear and build rapport and trust, then our comfort level to disclose certain things increases over a period of time. So it means if you meet with a stranger, it is observed that as an individual, we are always very careful and cautious before revealing certain facts. And we are very conscious in interacting with that person who is a stranger to us. And the moment or a period of time, once we interact on regular basis, we understand that person better. So slowly or subsequently, we build rapport and trust, and that ensures that yes, now with that level of trust, we can share further. But still, at the back of our mind, we are still careful that yes, how much I need to share this person, because whatever I understand the other person, it may not be exactly same. So there may be chances of even misunderstanding. Because whatever I made an impression or perception about some person, that totally depends on my own experiences, my own pattern of thought, my own personality type. It is not that as an individual, I'm expert of everything. Maybe my overall assessment about others may be true and real to some extent, not fully. And these are the limitations of understanding others and making an opinion and perception about others. So that was all about disclosure of certain facts about self to others. And whether you are comfortable or not comfortable, it depends on various factors. If the factors are limiting your disclosure, that clearly indicates that yes, you need some more time to understand the person, and with that further improve trust, definitely you can disclose further. Otherwise, there are certain personal things or secrets maybe you are not comfortable to share with, and that is very true in harsh reality, you can say, because there is a fear in your mind that maybe certain information are likely to be misused by other person, and that fear is limiting your disclosure. Okay. Then one most important factor in a team or in a group is a constructive feedback mechanism. The feedback, even in our system, I mean, technical IT system, you know that there is a input, and all those inputs are processed to get desired output. But it is not always mandatory and necessary that whatever output is received based on the input processing, that may not be 100% correct. So for that, the difference is known as error, and that error is further processed as a feedback towards input to correct and improve the input, so that this process of feedback continues till we have the desired output. So in day-to-day life, whether it is professional life or personal life, whether we are at home or in a family or function, or we are at office or corporate life, or any institution or organization, getting feedback is highly important aspect of life. Why we require feedback? We require feedback just because everybody wish to improve further in their skill set, in their thought process, in their approaches. Why? Because those who are realistic and professionals, they strongly believe that they are not perfect, and there are still chances to improve towards the skill sets or towards the thought process and approach level. So, as we know that it is the only change which is permanent, it means we have to imbibe changes which are really positive towards our journey of professional life. So once we know that to have a positive change which can really bring a lot of value addition in our professional career or life, that indicates that we need a positive constructive feedback from our mentors, our guides, our seniors, those who are having better experience than us. So that definitely can really bring a lot of change, because once we know that what are the changes really required to add value to further improvement in my skill set or approaches or attitude and behavior. So taking necessary action on regular basis in our day-to-day life definitely can bring remarkable changes, because everything is driven by your mindset, because it is not only a skill set which is going to help, it is a combination or a balance between a growth mindset which is amalgamated by a skill set, right skill set, and continuous efforts toward improvement can really bring positive changes towards the performance. And of course, a person with a growth mindset and right skill set can really have always positive vibes wherever that individual is there. He or she can transmit always positivity all across the team members, and that is really very, very helpful. So this model can be used to assess and improve groups' relationship with others groups. This model is particularly useful in team development, because ultimately, if you want to start up any business, if you want to start up any organization or institution or any setup or company, you need to have smart teams to smartly work and creatively, effectively, and efficiently manage the whole operations on day-to-day basis. And that is possible with growth mindset and right skill set and approaches. So that is the power of teamwork and synergy. What is synergy here? Synergy is a collective use of different potential talents together to bring the best outcome out of the team's performance. So the Johari window model is especially relevant due to significance of soft skills because technically somebody might be very sound in his her respective area of specialization as a subject matter expert. But if he or she is lacking soft skills, it is really very serious and it can be a hindrance in his her growth path. So, improved soft skills with better self awareness and self discovery can really act as an enabler to improve individual behavior in the team. It can ensure that we have a feeling of gratitude, we develop a feeling of empathy towards others, and improve cooperation. Because teamwork means it is not, we are not working for some individual, we are working for a common mission and goal set by organization or department. So, with that idea, everybody is aligned with the common goal and putting his or her best effort towards meeting that goal on regular actions. So, as I discussed that it can improve cooperation, it can improve interpersonal development, and of course, once we work with a lot of cohesion and cooperation, with a lot of synergy, definitely the outcomes are totally different. And those positive outcomes with improved performance of the team and group are visible to each and every layers of management. And definitely management can really appreciate the effort due to its value addition of such type of teams. So the Johari window concept is particularly helpful in understanding self with respect to others and improve relationships among all team members. Now let us, with this kind of detailed understanding of the application and applied part of Johari window model developed by two American psychologists, let us understand what this model is. So basically, this Johari window model was devised, with 4 windows, and especially along the x-axis, we have indicated that what as an individual we know self, to what extent we know self along the x-axis, and to what extent others know myself towards y-axis. And before that, I would like to just end the name Johari was derived from 2 names of both psychologists, and that is the reason it was termed as Johari. And windows indicate these 4 pens, which are visible in this slide, that are indicated here. Now we can say the 4 windows, or we can say that there are 4 quadrants. So if I discuss about the first quadrant, that is what this is called open space or open self. It means as an individual, there are certain aspects of information about myself which I know and others also know. Then quadrant second is known as hidden. So in the hidden space, it indicates or it means there are certain aspects of information about me which is known to self but not known by others. Then the third window or third quadrant is indicating a blind spot. It means this is the area in which whatever information we have, neither we know about myself is I don't know about myself, but others know this. And there is another quadrant, that is fourth quadrant, that clearly indicates that there may be certain information which are neither known to self nor known to others. So after understanding all these four quadrants or windows, which are categorized by maybe a open, hidden, blind spot, and unknown area, we can further explain this like the first quadrant, open area, indicates I know and you know. Means I know about myself, about certain information, and others also know about that. This includes information about the person, such as their attitudes, behavior, emotions, feelings, skill sets, and point of views that are known by self as well as other people who know us better. Depending on the situation, it might be better to reveal things about yourself to build trust and expand the open area. The reflection of individual behavior, attitude, feelings, and emotions are covered through this open area. For example, I can say in this open area, it means being bold, being cheerful, being confident in our day to day interaction and response, being extrovert, being responsive, and being caring and loving. That clearly indicates, and all these responses are also observed and known by others. So, this is the area where I can say that even as an individual, I know as well as others also know about myself. Then there may be second area, that is hidden area, as I indicated in the picture. I know, but you don't know about me. It means this hidden area, items that are known to you but not known to others. Things in this quadrant are the qualities and attributes and are personal details that you know about yourself but not known to others. It means being emotional. If somebody is emotional and very sentimental, maybe very shy in nature, so it is not mandatory that the others also know all these things. Where you are very thorough, that yes, you are very emotional, you are very sentimental. Over a period of time, once somebody interact with you, definitely you will be known to others as well. Like your secrets, your fears, based on your past experiences. So all these things may be hidden, falling under the category of hidden area, where you know, but others don't know about yourself. So what we are suggested to reduce this hidden area to improve understanding among team members. Suppose if you want to interact with others and you are not at all revealing certain things, you are always having fear and based on the past experiences. So you will not be comfortable. It means you will be comfortable only over a period of times once your interaction is assuring that yes, certain level of trust is built among the persons or team members, then you can pick and choose to whom you have to reveal or disclose your personal things to what level. Because even you are not advised to reveal each and everything to everyone. Because again, there is a fear of misuse of information. So you have to be very selective at times till the trust level is really built. Okay. Then there is a blind spot. It means I don't know and you don't know. You know. I don't know, but you know. That clearly indicates the third quadrant of Johari window model, which is blind spot. Things that you are not aware of, but others people can see or understand. This may be a barrier to self-awareness because you don't know, but others know. And sometimes if other person, after observation revealing that, yes, this is my observation about you, and you may be surprised, oh, is it like that? Am I like that? Have I behaved in that way? Is it acceptable? It may not be acceptable. All those, reflections of yours may be a surprise, but those reflections by others should be taken in the positive note as a constructive feedback so that whatever you don't know about yourself and your certain level of behavior or your response, your reactions might be observed by others. So there are chances if you take the feedback from your mentors or guides and colleagues in a positive way, so you can improve those areas which are not acceptable by others. So this is very helpful to improve your own self-awareness. And of course, by taking certain actions consciously, you can means improve your performance to be more productive. Like for example, being mature. If you are intelligent, maybe certain actions or your reflection have indicated to others that yes, you are intelligent. Your actions are revealing that fact. Maybe you are showing some maturity in your behavior in day-to-day life. Maybe you are very calm or your responses are very logical. Maybe your certain responses indicate that you are a very clever person or your thoughts and talks are full of wisdom and you are a very knowledgeable person the way you are responding to certain situations and questions. Maybe you are indicated that yes, you are having in-depth knowledge about certain subjects based on your area of specialization or as a subject matter expert. So all these things are revealed by others as a reflection or observation. Whereas it may be a surprise for you. Okay. So the unknown area, that is fourth quadrant, it means I don't know and you don't know. And that is really something to be explored. Okay. And there is a lot of potential to explore it further, whereas a lot of surprises and new experiences and a lot of creativity can happen with innovative approach in this particular area. Okay. The fourth quadrant of Johari window model occurs when there are things that both you and others are not aware of while you are speaking to one another. There is always new information to be explored or learned about ourselves and others and the world through new experiences. Because if you are having open mind and having out of box thinking, you are always ready to imbibe new experiences, which can really add a lot of value to your learning process and to your new experiences. So breaking into the unknown area of Johari window model can help us get out of our comfort zone because till we come out of our comfort zone and as an individual, it is really, really very difficult to improve towards our learning and performance. So, and of course, through this approach of getting out of comfort zone, putting our best effort, we can understand the world in a better way. Like, for example, if I say, what will I will be after 5 years? Will I be successful after 3 years? So the answer of this question is not known to me as an individual. If any teams, even as a team, if somebody wants to predict what will happen after 3 years or down the line 5 years, or any department or any organization, so predictions might be based on certain trends and patterns or some analytics, but it doesn't mean that exactly same thing is going to happen. So this is based on certain data point, certain analytics, or certain pattern or trend. But these are all assumption based. So the capabilities, the potential talents, the specific informations, which may be falling under this unknown area to be explored further as a new experience. There are a lot of potential to explore innovatively and creatively in this area. Explore new things and reduce this area towards positive team dynamics. And that is the message for all of us in this area, which is suggested by the Johari Window model. What are the applications of Johari Window in real life? So, to apply this Johari Window model in our day-to-day life, let's say in a team. So, let us first make a list of certain adjectives. For example, confident, trustworthy, emotional, aggressive, humble, logical, loving and caring, mature, impatient, self-conscious, organized, bold, etc. Then select a focus person from a team. Let the focus person select and place adjective in different quadrants, 4 quadrants. How he or she is going to place these adjectives in different quadrants. That will indicate how better he or she knows about self. Now, the peers or the colleagues of that focus person can select certain adjective suitable to describe the focus person and place them in a suitable quadrants again as a second step. So what will happen? You will see a remarkable difference in both the focus person's approach in placing this adjective in different quadrants and their colleagues and peers approach to focus these adjectives in different quadrants. It indicates that what I know about myself is may be different than what others know about myself. And that is what all described by the Johari Window model. Finally, we can discuss both the decisions and give and take constructive feedback, ensuring improved self-awareness of the focus person. That maybe there will be some reflections of the peers and colleagues to indicate different than my own perception and judgment about myself. So there is a indication or reflection of improvement area in self, and that way we can improve the team's group dynamics positively. It means now at this particular picture, you might be very clear that out of these 4 quadrants, what should be our effort to expand this open area horizontally to reduce the blind spot. Also, to reduce the hidden area so that after building the trust, you can disclose and reveal certain things so your open area can expand downwards vertically. Also, maybe we can expand this hidden area towards by exploring unknown area, which we can explore, and also we can explore it diagonally. So these arrows indicate how we can change the open area towards horizontal and vertical and diagonally. So That gives us room to improve further individually as in a group or team. So the conclusion of my overall discussion is the Johari Window model is a effective framework for understanding conscious and unconscious bias that can help increase self-awareness and our understanding about others. It can also help to build trust among team members, make effective communication with others, and improve performance through improved self-awareness, constructive feedback mechanism by making necessary steps and changes in his/her approach and behavior. It can also improve team's productivity manifold with positive team dynamics and synergy among all focus groups to effectively contribute towards set common organization goal. So overall, this model, if it is really applied judiciously and regularly with more constructive and positive approach with a very strong, robust constructive feedback mechanism and monitor and control. So, with a lot of cohesion in the team and trust building activities, definitely this model can create a very positive impact in the day to day performance of the team and imbibe the positive team dynamics. So, with this is the end of my session on this specific model. I hope you all have enjoyed the session and its reflection, and hope you all will apply the same on your wherever you are. Thank you so much for your time and valuable listening. Thank you so much.